what you eat and eat what you grow.
These gifts came at a time the different units of the Gambia Armed Forces completed clearing their respective farms and now waiting for heavens to open up for cultivation.
I would like to thank you and your embassy staff, and also through you to the government and people of Taiwan for always standing by the Gambia, not only the Gambia Armed Forces, but the Gambia in general, for supporting our development endeavors. I would like to sincerely thank you on behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Masane Kinte, and also your technical staff who has been over the years supervising the farms of the Gambia Armed Forces.
Major Timothy Sanyang is the commanding officer of the 1st Infantry Battalion, Yundum Barracks.
This is a laudable gesture that will contribute in no small measure to fulfilling His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief, Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, Chief Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya AJJ James Back to Land initiative.
Agricultural development is an important foundation for economy in the Gambia. This, coupled with the effect of last year's erratic rains, which resulted to general crop failure across the country, is a reason enough to justify the importance of this benevolence from the Taiwanese government. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Gambia International Airlines has packed the 2012 Hajj package at $136,500. Babukar Fati, Public Relations Officer, GIA, revealed the development during an interview with GRTS's Fatu Jassi.
Can you briefly talk about this year's Hajj package? What does it entail, Amir?
First of all, Fatu, thank you very much. Gambia International Airlines would like to inform the general public, particularly the intending pilgrims, this year's Hajj package is pegged at $136,500. $136,500 is the Hajj package for 2012. And what does it entail? First of all, it entails this air transport from Banjul to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and back. It also includes your accommodation in the two cities of Mecca and Medina. It also includes your 5 days stay in Mina and Arafah, 3 square meals plus beverages. Everything is included in this $136,500.
Mr. Fati, what should the intending pilgrims do? What is expected of them?
Intending pilgrims should do as of now, Fadu, is to go and make their payments at our 2 offices in Banjul and also at Kairaba Avenue. 78B Daniel Goddard Street in Banjul and also 48 Kairaba Avenue. They should go and make their payments now. Those who have made their deposit payments earlier, I will encourage them to go and complete their payment. Those who have not yet made any payment, I'm encouraging them to go and do it now, because it is the seat, your seat is going to be guaranteed based on first come, first serve.
Okay, what of those pilgrims, those intending pilgrims living in the provinces, what should they do? Yeah,
what they should do is they should try and get a contact person in Banjul, who are very close to these 2 locations, and make sure they make their payments there. As of now, this is what has been arranged. The payments can only be done at these 2 offices, nowhere else. But we will at GIA also consider that. But as of now, you can make payments at only these 2 locations.
Do you have deadlines for payment?
Absolutely, we have deadline for payment. The deadline for payment is 15th of September 2012. And Fatu, we would like to encourage all intending pilgrims to go and make their payments on or before the 15th of September 2012, because we are strictly going to go by the deadline. We are not going to extend it, because we had an experience last year. Quite a number of intending pilgrims could not make their journey to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia simply because they paid in late. So to avoid a replica of that, we are encouraging intending pilgrims to make their payments on or before the 15th of September.
Parties in the Ian Stokes murder case have been told to get ready to orally deliver their final arguments on Thursday, the 21st of June, by the presiding judge of the Special Criminal Court in what may possibly be the fastest trial of the year thus far. Justice Emmanuel Nkia made the decision following the conclusion of the defense case with the testimony of the third accused, Collins Chioke, who denied taking part or having any knowledge about the mother while stating his intention to rely solely on the statement he gave to the police. Prosecutors are trying to prove that the three Nigerians residing in the Gambia conspired to kill British national Ian Stokes, who was found dead sometime in May in a pool of blood in his car with knife wounds to his neck and abdomen. 9 witnesses testified for the state who triumphed in a mini-trial staged to ascertain the admissibility of several documents during the presentation of their case. All 3 accused subsequently entered their defense and gave evidence denying the alleged murder, but didn't call any witnesses. The parties will make their final arguments to the court on Thursday. Meanwhile, death row convict Batch Fai is making a final attempt to have his conviction and sentence reversed by the Supreme Court. Ida Drama, the legal counsel for Fai, who was sentenced to death by the High Court more than 5 years ago after being found guilty in the murder of one Joke Malik Jan, told judges of the Apex Court that she has filed a notice of appeal which she served to the respondents. Simon Ebi, the Deputy Director of Special Litigations who represented the state, acknowledged being served with the notice of appeal, but conversely argued that the appellant's brief was improperly filed owing to incomplete records, while citing several Supreme Court rules to substantiate his objection. The appellant's counsel, Ida Drame, however, contended that they had sought an acquittal at the Gambia Court of Appeal, which had struck out the case in a ruling, making room for a fresh retrial or appeal hearing in conjunction with efforts to find the missing records of proceedings, as the constitutional right of the appellant couldn't be exercised without complete accounts of the case. The Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice Emmanuel Agim, consequently deferred the case to the next session of the court in October for ruling on the respondent's objection. The parties in the case were further asked to prepare their final briefs for adoption in the event that the objection is overruled. Brikama Area Council has ramped up efforts to expand the council's revenue-generating capacity with the purchase of 8 motorbikes for its tax collectors. Louis Mendy reports the motorbikes are expected to help expedite the council's revenue collection across the vast area.
Brikama Area Council, a council with the largest territorial coverage in the country, is one that stood tall among others in response to its institutional obligations. With the slogan BAC with a difference, the council recently manifested that commitment by delivering 8 brand new motorbikes to 8 revenue collectors for the council. The motorbikes are meant to aid the speedy and timely collection of taxes and rates, especially from the hard-to-reach communities under the supervision of the council.
My motto is BAC with a difference, and this is one of the differences that we are making. We understand actually the length and breadth of West Coast region is so huge that without the empowerment, the motivation of our revenue connects, actually, our aims and objectives cannot be met. So when we sat as a council and as administrators, we thought that it's wise that there's need for we to purchase this motorbike so that we can boost the morals of our collectors, so that they can reach out to our taxpayers, get this money on time to enable councils to have functions effectively.
For the fact that the Gambia is a tax-based economy, this move is relevant for economic prosperity and development. The motorbikes should therefore be used judiciously, as highlighted by the governor of the West Coast region.
Councils are there supporting authorities at local level and also government. And this could not be done without accumulating finance through rates and taxes and other avenues. If these funds are laying down there in the periphery, we can access them. Actually, that kind of suffice the demands of the council.
Here is another prime reason for the purchase of the motorbikes.
At the end of the year, we evaluated of the previous year, and we realized that we had some shortcomings in our revenue mobilization. And one of those problems with IMAC was mobility constraint, because we have some collectors covering long distances, and they need to be there on time. In tax collection, you have to be very smart. You have to be there on time. You see, otherwise you will not get the revenue.
The Honorable Minister for the Regional Administration lands, and traditional rulers described the over $200,000 investment as a step in the right direction.
The councils are the development arm of the regional administration.